What's good, everyone? Big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. You already know what it is. It's Saturday. It's fight night. Shout out to Top Rank, the flagship of boxing promotions. You know what I'm saying? They putting on a very solid card. Shout out to the first in the building, Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. The GOAT has arrived. What's good with it? Jay is on deck. What's good? So I just want to touch on the fact that a lot of people are finding ways to talk about the Haney-Garcia situation. They supposed to be fighting, you know, in Brooklyn and everything. But Floyd Mayweather, look, I'm about to take y'all on a little drive right quick on Sunday. Floyd Mayweather once again is a topic of discussion. He's smart. He's smart. This is not about Floyd Mayweather. You know, as the title said, you know, Haney rips Floyd. He pretty much spoke what was on his mind. So I held my tongue for years. But I want to let y'all know how a person like Floyd Mayweather works. If he wants the attention, it can be something that's indirectly to pretty much put the attention out there indirectly. You know what I'm saying? That's what Floyd does. Floyd will put something out there indirectly, and you still give him the same thing that he was looking for. You know what I'm saying? You still give him the same thing he was looking for. He was looking for attention. He's not scheduled to go to the ring. But now, you all are talking about him. It's exactly what he wants. He wants all the attention to be on him, just like he went off when Tank was on his fight week. And they was talking about, you know, they asked Floyd a question about the belts in boxing. And Floyd went on a rant when it was Tank Davis's fight week. It was all about Floyd. And Tank over there in the ring, you know, Tank was at a point right now say, okay, I'm going to bite my tongue, show respect, but I know where I'm going, and I'm going to get there. Real talk, I'm going to get there. But Floyd is exactly what he wants to be. He wants you all mentioning him instead of talking about Devin Garcia. He didn't want Devin Haney to get this shine. And I want to salute to something that Haney should have did a long time ago, but they probably had just a little bit driplet, a little bit more driplet of respect for Floyd, because they never felt that he came directly from them, for them. They probably didn't feel that he came directly for them. They probably knew he was a hate nigga, like he didn't want nobody else to win, even with Tank. But they just kept quiet. You know what I'm saying? They just kept quiet because they wanted to be able to move in certain places. But now that the Haneys are established, undisputed at lightweight and WBC holder at super lightweight, they said enough is enough, because there's no way that Ryan Garcia would have been talking about these pimp comments if he ain't never mentioned them before. And probably there's some inside shit going on. And then not only that, it came down to, you know, you got the pimp comments, and then you got the grandest of them all. You know what that is. You know what I'm saying? You got the grandest of them all. So Floyd is right where he wanted to be. He wanted to pretty much, you know, see Devin Haney potentially get beat. That's why you saw a lot of Floyd touching Ryan Garcia's skill set in his last fight with Duarte. this has been something that's been planned for a minute. Ryan being seen with Floyd. Of course they had conversations. Of course. They've had conversations, but you know, this pimp shit, you know, it's a lot of pimps in boxing. I mean, it's a lot of pimps in life. I mean, do you call a man that's in a polyamorous relationship a pimp? He's pimping, but he's doing it the right way. His girl's still going out there and work, and they bringing the money home to daddy. Real talk. And then, you know, for this whole situation with Ryan and the fight being moved to Brooklyn, and you know, all this other shit that's been going on behind the scenes, just the mere fact that Floyd Mayweather's name has came up with the grand poobah of dropping links, dropping receipts. Haney them said, "How dare you release some sparring footage and clip that shit up on me? How dare you do some shit like that?" That is foul. That's the way we used to say it coming up. That shit foul as hell. Nigga, you foul as hell. You flaw as hell, nigga. You did that shit, man? Yeah, man. Man, you flaw, man. That's some flaw stuff, right? And we used to have these conversations years ago about how these fighters did not sign with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? These fighters didn't want to sign with Floyd, y'all. Why? Why didn't all these fighters want to sign with Floyd? Why has the conversation always been like, why aren't these fighters willing to sign with Floyd based off everything that he's done? What is Floyd percentage of his price tag by signing with him? Well, what is it? I'm just curious. What is the price tag? What's going on with Toby Bartlett, Mr. International? What's good with it, bro? Shout out to my guy, the News by Shaw News Sauce Experience. What's good? Team Tucker Fisher on deck. You already know. Great live earlier, man. Shaw said, "I will address you at some time, but you're not relevant right now. You're not relevant at this point." And you know what? Devin Haney felt like I should bite my tongue for years, but I will address you at some point. And he felt like now was that point because they put out an edited clip of Gervonta Davis getting the best of Devin Haney in clips. And this is not the first time we've heard about this sparring. This is just the first time we've seen an edited clip, and it just seemed like Gervonta was putting in work. But I must accredit Devin, and I think it's underrated of how tough he really is, because you know, Gervonta was giving him some work doing those clips, right? I haven't seen Devin Haney on the canvas yet. I said this before. Like, he might have got rocked by Linares in the 10th round, but I haven't seen Devin on the canvas. And after all that punching, and people say he was about to go like this, a Moby Dick special. And we all know what happened to Moby Dick in 2023. There he blows. Yeah, Spence went crashing straight on the grill. But back to the topic. I didn't see Devin drop. I did not see him on the canvas, bro. So I gotta give him his props on that. The other video looked bad as far as you getting work, and he was younger than Tank, but he was covering up defensively like he should. If he wasn't strong enough to meet will versus will, you know what I'm saying? Strength versus strength, tenacity versus tenacity. You know what I'm saying? Venom versus venom. If he wasn't at that point back then, I can't knock the man for being in a sparring clip, but yet he didn't touch the canvas. We're talking about one of the hardest hitter in boxing against one of the lightest hitters, as they say in boxing. I didn't see Devin hit the canvas. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I didn't see that cat hit the canvas. We see Ryan Garcia. He's up here fighting a dude that I've covered before. That shouldn't even be on his level to drop him. And he gets his 4 minutes of fame. No, I didn't see that for Devin. And he was in there with an elite fighter, with a powerhouse, one of the heaviest hitters in the sport. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't hit the canvas. Devin maybe, you know, he may not have the maybe considered one of the hardest hitter in the sport, but I can tell you this, his chin is overrated. I mean underrated. His chin is underrated. Because all that punishment, you know, Tank was giving him, the man didn't hit the ground, man. He wasn't laid out on the canvas. He didn't take a knee like Garcia. But let's get to the reason behind them stepping out. They probably felt that there was a level of respect between them and Floyd Mayweather. And they wanted to just always keep that lifeline open, because Floyd is a powerful man in boxing, whether people want to see it or not. You know, he's a powerful man on a certain side of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And that side seems to be, you know, with snorkeling gear on right now. They're just below the surface. Serious. They're just below the surface. They're trying their best to stay afloat. They don't have scuba gear on yet. They have snorkeling gear. You know what I'm saying? And the Team Haney was just showing respect. They always talk about one black fighter to another, one black man to another black man. But I commend Devin Haney for stepping up and putting this tweet out himself. To my Floyd always been a hater. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that they finally stepped up, because I've sit here and looked at the Russells, Gary Russell, that whole entire family, one of the realest solid families in the sport. I call them the first family. I just wish they'd be able to have more fights. How they was fucking blackballed. And I'm gonna say something that I ain't put out there. I haven't put out there at all too many times in my life, you know, on this shit. But when I found out how bad Floyd was treating Gary them, right? And I got a chance to meet their family, I just always had this disdain for Floyd Mayweather. You're preventing a fighter from fighting. You're preventing him to make a living. You're basically putting up obstacles, because Gary Russell back in the day, straight like that, called Floyd Mayweather a bitch. He was the one who did it back in the day, and Floyd did anything and everything. I always say about my people, we don't help build, but we would definitely assist with tearing it all down. You cross one time, you know, we can sit up here and know, okay, I didn't help build where that person's at. They may feel some type of way. Let's talk it out. No, they're trying to tear down everything, all the way down to the foundation. And when they get to the foundation, they try to take a jackhammer to it and dig that shit up. It's according to how personal it is. And once they dig that up, they'll try to remove all that shit and make it seem like you never existed, y'all. That's my people. And that's what they tried to do with Gary. Look at him now. He lost his title. He beat Mark Masayo with one arm. And then when Mark Masayo went up there and defended his title the first time, I believe he lost the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I always has a disconnect from Floyd Mayweather, man. How he was treating them Russell brothers. And there's some good dudes. You know what I'm saying? Meeting them in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shaw News. He introduced me to the brothers. I already knew Gary, but I ain't never really talked to Gary until that fight week. I ain't never had the chance to talk to Antoine Russell. You know what I'm saying? And the way Floyd influenced them, allegedly, influenced them not to be in the ring as frequently as possible. I hope they get released, man. I hope them Russell brothers get released. Antonio and Antoine, I want to see Antoine spread his wings at 140. So hopefully, there's a lot of other fighters that's out there that listen to what Devin said, standing up, speaking out. And unfortunately, it took him that long because they wanted to, you know, navigate through these freaking waterways of boxing and, you know, try not to go down a waterfall. You know what I'm saying? They felt that, hey, this is the person I need to keep a open line of communication with, because he do know a lot of people in boxing, this, that, and the other. But now they're like, fuck it, you trying to destroy what we built? You trying to sabotage us? For real, you trying to sabotage us? You putting out sparring footage? Damn, we thought you would be on the brother's side. Isn't that what he say sometimes? He wanted to make it seem like it was about black people. Right? That's what it's all about, right? It's all about the brothers. But when it comes time for the big fight, where are the brothers? The brothers become the others. You know what I'm saying? Not the others that step in the ring when they're supposed to be the brothers. But they become the others who are not getting that, you know, big fight and signing on the contractual line. They become the others that you don't hear about. And then when the Hispanics, Latinos come in there, you know, Floyd would rather want to, you know, fight them based off what they said about Al Haymon, his model. Black fighters don't sell. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a lot of individuals that was linked up with Floyd. They ain't fighting black fighters. It don't matter how black you are. You know what I'm saying? But I thought there was a level of respect between black people. But if it's indeed true that he sent the sparring footage, you know how that goes in life. Come on, man. It's a dog-eat-dog, grimy, slimy world out here. It's a nefarious system that boxing has, y'all. Remember I said that shit is sinister, y'all. Man, so much backstabbing goes on. Come on. Come on, bro. It's too much. It's too much, man. I'm glad Bill and them finally spoke up and started taking shots and felt that they didn't have to kiss Floyd's ass no more. I don't agree with a lot of what a lot of these cats do out in boxing. But to see both of the Haneys speak up with Floyd Mayweather, because a lot of people were sitting up here saying, oh, Devin, it got repetitive, right? Devin, you're gonna be the next Floyd. You're gonna be the next Floyd. Hey, tell him that now. Tell Devin that shit now. Tell him he gonna be the next Floyd and see he'll cut your ass out. Oh my God. Hey, and one thing about W says, I seen Floyd in person. I seen him at work. I seen his ego at work. I seen it. I seen him. I seen him talk when his fighters should be talking. I seen him do things that nobody else could do. Walking around ringside, giving instructions to his fighter when it only supposed to be the team. I seen him overstep his boundaries with Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis when they was in the ring with Tank. I seen him. I seen him firsthand get away and do what he want to do, man. I guess some people gonna say he earned it. Who's gonna tell Floyd what he can and cannot do on the PBC fight card? Come on now. People were surprised to see him show up at a Top Rank event. But Team Haney has spoken. The disconnect is no longer a rumor. They finally stepped up to the plate. And Devin let it be known, point blank period, you a hater. A lot of people have been saying this about Floyd for a while, but it was just like little pockets here and there. Like, oh man, Floyd hating on Gervonta. He want him to fight Lomachenko and get beat. Floyd hating on this fighter right here. Floyd hating on that fighter. It's been pockets here and there where people was up there talking. They were identifying Floyd Mayweather as a hater. What Bernie the Boxer say? Bernie the Boxer has been on a tangent lately. And what surprised me is that, I thought Bud Crawford and Floyd was pretty cool. Because he said they met up at one time or another, and he didn't have nothing bad to say about him. But Bernie the Boxer came on and said, Floyd Mayweather, you a bitch. He dropped that freaking grenade. He pulled the pin. He was holding on to that grenade when he started his live, and then he got down and said, Floyd Mayweather, you a bitch. Just let that motherfucker go. Grenade! Throw that mug. Pow! You got people, and this is the positive part about Devin, and I'm saying Devin because he's the fighter. He's gonna have more fighters. I mean, not more fighters, more fans, so to speak, that are willing to connect with Devin Haney on this subject. I'm serious. I'm happy for Devin in that sense. More people, because before they really couldn't connect on him. Like Devin was more on social media, this, that, and the other, and they was doing what they was doing. But Devin never had a moment where he basically had that connection with his own people. In this particular facet right here, some people felt that he was just there to ride along and go from one opportunity to the next opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And not be outspoken other than his opponents. But now this particular situation seems that he's matured a lot more. He's saying, I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to sit up here and be a subordinate to nobody. If I find out that you're doing stuff to sabotage me, I'm going to speak up on it. And yeah, him and his pops, Bill, probably spoke about this and say, you know what? We need to do some research and find out, how that footage got released and all this other shit. And he has every right to speak up about that. He has every freaking right to speak up about that shit, bro. I commend that brother for speaking up. He gained more freaking fans, especially black fans, by saying, Floyd, you a hater. And you know what? Devin wasn't even totally disrespectful to Floyd. He wasn't. He kept it classy. But Bernie the Boxer called him a straight up bitch. Devin kept it classy. I got 35 in the building and only 7 likes. My name ain't Floyd Mayweather. Why are y'all hating on me? Come on, man. Who have I hated on lately? Huh? Who have I hated on to only have 7 likes in the building? But for Devin to separate himself and have one of those moments of maturity, like he's speaking up as a black man, he's speaking up for himself. A lot of people say Bill speaks for Devin, but Devin has been down that road with Floyd. I mean, he's gotten that training from Floyd. They were saying, you're gonna be the next Floyd. And they really try to keep that black connection. You know what I'm saying? They try to keep that connection, that lifeline open. And it got to a point, and you're gonna send him sparring footage of me getting beat up without sending the whole damn thing. I got a problem with that. You want to edit a clip with Gervonta getting off on me? But like I said before, Devin's toughness, underrated. I have to admit, Tank was lighting his ass up, and Devin did not take a knee. He did not turn around and play in between the second and the third ropes like Rolly. I didn't see him up underneath the ropes. I didn't see none of that. I didn't see him doing a Ryan Garcia, a.k.a. Colin Kaepernick. I didn't see him genuflecting and being on one knee. I didn't see any of that. And they was in doghouse rules. At one point in time, you're going to get exhausted in doghouse rules. And then you're a boxer that doesn't possess, all that power that they look for. Well, what about the fighter that's in front of you that's supposed to be and is a knockout artist? I give Tank that he is a knockout artist, right? But Devin was able to stay on the soles of his feet. You don't give him any credit? I do. I give him credit for that shit. He's tougher than I thought. Real talk, he's tougher than I thought. I never really seen it with Kambosos. I've seen that little shit here and there. Lomachenko fight really didn't take me through the storm like that. But looking at that footage, I'm saying Tank is really digging. He's digging those shots. And for Devin to be that young, to be that fucking young and then take a knee to all that resistance, I mean, I gotta salute him, man. I gotta salute him because I've been a critic. I'm gonna give Devin his commendable medals on that. You did not go down, and Tank was lighting you up in those clips, and you had your guard up, and you was goddamn still on your feet. Goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? You was still on your feet. I have to give Devin his props because it takes cardio. You know what I'm saying? It takes a no-quit attitude. It takes toughness, durability. It takes a lot of shit that fighters don't have that might have been in that same position as Tank and getting their ass lit the fuck up. And they say, oh, I'll take a knee. And then Tank probably would have definitely hit you in doghouse rules. He probably would have hit you until you was laid down. Not taking a knee. You probably would have got hit while you was laid down. Until you was laid down. Flat on your back or face. But Haney didn't go down, man. I'm just saying. I seen Jorge Linares hurt him. I didn't see Devin go down. I've seen all these people talking about he's chinning, but I haven't seen him on the ground. Like I said before, the Canvas University. Ryan Garcia was over there. I'm talking about the lightweights now. When they was all at lightweight, Ryan Garcia's been over there to the Canvas University. Teofimo Lopez has been to the Canvas University. George Kambosos to the Canvas University. Lomachenko to the Canvas University. You want me to keep going? You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot that's been to the Canvas University, man. But Devin Haney hasn't. He's never been in the orientation. I salute you for speaking up, big dog. That was a coming out moment for you. I ain't saying you ain't never talked no shit, but more so, people gonna look at this as you standing up for yourself. Because that was you in that video. Your pops wasn't in there. Bill wasn't in there. Bill's gonna talk his shit. Your father gonna talk his shit regardless. You know what I'm saying? But you was in the video. You were there in sparring. You know how the shit went. And you know that's not the full-blown video. But on the flip side, you gotta expect Garcia to play dirty. I'm gonna tell you something like this, Devin. I don't see Ryan Garcia having any chance of beating you, man. But I said that about Spencer Crawford. I'm not trying to say the same thing for Devin Garcia because I don't see Garcia as being Spence. Garcia is not as dangerous as Spence, leading up to that fight with Crawford. Spence proved that he's a pressure fighter, a durable fighter. You proved that you can box. You know what I'm saying? That you have a high level of technical skills in boxing IQ. You proved that. But when I say I don't see Garcia having a chance of beating you, it's because no matter how much amateur experience he got, some of the shit he do is still like he in the amateurs. I just don't feel that his skill level is where it's supposed to be going in there against Devin. I don't see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I criticized the shit out of Devin's resume back in the day. Bill didn't like that, but it was facts. Now that he's crossed over, that is a windshield wiper. All that motherfucking residue has been wiped away, and now we're dealing with what he's done right this moment. And based off what he's done right now, does Ryan Garcia has what it take to go in there and shut him down? I don't see it. I don't see him landing the shot. Devin say he didn't have a right hand, and him and Diddy James are in there doing mitts, and Ryan say, "Oh, you don't think I have a right hand?" It's not like you haven't thrown a right hand, Ryan, but it's the target precedence. Are you able to land the right hand on a moving target? Because we know Devin can get in, get out. Long story short there, Ryan, you in trouble. You're in trouble. You take this fight, you take this L, you might as well call yourself Ryan Jorge Linares Garcia. You better start picking up them aliases. You better start doing that shit, Ryan. Because right now, I don't see you winning. It's not the fact that I don't want you to win. You know what I'm saying? That had me cross my mind that I don't want you to win. I want you to go in there and have a great performance. To basically you and Devin to come together and clash and have a memorable fight. So we might potentially see a number 2. You know what I'm saying? A rematch. I want that to happen. I'm not going to sit up here and say, I don't want you to win, because that'll be like hating. I don't want him to beat. No, I'll never say that. I don't never say that. I'm just saying it seems like you can't win. You don't have what it takes. We already know Jorge Linares hurt Haney. But Haney was dominating every round up to that little small window when he was touched in the 10th. And what happened after that? He played it smart and he got the victory. You can't sit up here and say, well, that's the one moment like Yorkis Gamboa. You know, that's the one moment we always gonna hold against Devin. He's chinny. Why? You see Jorge Linares? Well, y'all don't say that about Lomachenko. Lomachenko was sat his ass down there and goddamn looked like he was watching a movie in the fight. In the 6th round, goddamn it. I don't hear y'all talking about that shit with Lomachenko. But when it comes to goddamn these black fighters, they always want to bring up that moment. Well, back in goddamn 9 years ago, boy, let me tell you, goddamn it. Gamboa hurt that boy Crawford. Let me tell you, goddamn it, Haney almost goddamn didn't make it up out that fight with Linares. The boy is chinny. I mean, you can't really say that based off one instance, and he ain't been down on the canvas, but he had a lot of other fighters that was down there in the lightweight division that's been on the canvas, bro. That's been on the canvas. Devin Haney's name is not one of them. I can't remember. You know what I'm saying? He was going in there with the fighter, Regis Prograis, and saying he was going to do this and that to Haney. Man, goddamn. That man went in there and swam a breaststroke, freestyle, backstroke, tread water, dog paddle. You know what I'm saying? Without even getting wet with Regis. It was too easy. That fight with Regis was too easy. But now you got Ryan Garcia, bro. Listen, with Devin speaking up the way he is, and that clip going out, you better hope that you can meet when you piss a fighter off, you can meet his intensity, because he's gonna take everything, all the little behind this shit, attacks that's going on. He's gonna take that. He's gonna use it as diesel, jet fuel, all that above, and he's gonna come in there and try to make you look the worst you ever looked in your freaking boxing career. And we already know how he made Cambozo look. Cambozo came in there with a red nose and shoes, and Devin made his ass dance like one. You know what I'm saying? He made him dance like one. Had that man missing all over the place. Too easy. And people was all hyped up, and then they were sitting back like this. Oh man, this is just a one-sided fight, man. I hate shit like this. It's just one-sided. I told you Cambosis wasn't shit, man. Let's just hope for the rematch. He came in there, the rematch. Cambosis came thinking he was Marshawn Lynch, darting back and forth, side lateral movement, waiting for somebody to throw his ass a pass, and Devin was up there with that glove in his face. He could never see the motherfucking ball coming. Bang, bang, bing, bang, bang. Like he was playing the cymbals up in that bitch. But Ron, you're gonna have to get it. You're gonna have to get it together. So this won't be another Crawford motherfucking Spence, Shawty. You better get yourself together, because y'all want to put out edited freaking sparring footage and piss the Haneys off. I don't get on here and give all these adulations all the time, especially to the Haneys. But I'm happy for them. I'm happy that Haney spoke up. I'm happy they finally spoke up with Floyd Mayweather, because I just felt like, you know, it was always like they would go at certain people and wouldn't go at the main people and set that shit straight. You know what I'm saying? Speak up on them. Be outspoken on them. The ones that you know that's fucked up for real. The ones you know that was hindering your career. And come to find out, you know, Floyd say, I'm not getting the amount of ass kissing that I need. So therefore, I'm gonna help Ryan Garcia. I don't know why Floyd pulled him away from the Rolly fight though, because we already know potentially it might have been Floyd to help Rolly out anyway. You know what I'm saying? Rolly was, you know, got stopped at 35, went to 44 immediate. I think that was more so what Floyd was able to allow him to do. So for you, Ryan, you're making some crazy moves, because it's almost like he know you would beat Rolly, but he didn't want you to take the Rolly fight. He wants you to go over there and take the Devin Haney fight. But you know that would be a tougher fight. And then the fact that you're coming off a Tank Davis fight, making money. Why wouldn't you go fight Rolly and get the WBA and go in there and fight Devin for unification? Is it the fact that Floyd was being selfish and say, well, I really don't want to lose control of that WBA belt right now. So if you go over there and fight Devin Haney, because Ryan ain't signed to Floyd. I don't know how he connected to Floyd, but Ryan ain't signed to Floyd. So Ryan would have got that belt and Devin took him. Oh, it would have been SOL. Because like I said, they already have on snorkel gear. They're right below the circle. They're blowing bubbles to the surface, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They're blowing bubbles to the surface. He would have went over there and Devin would have picked up both of those fucking titles. Who else is going to stop him? T.O. signed the Top Rank. Isn't Super El Matias with his own? If I'm not mistaken. That's why he swerved. That's why. That's why he deterred Ryan Garcia from going over there and fighting Rolly. Because he knew damn well no one would want to see a second fight. Because the way Rolly been looking in his freaking his gift from Tony Weeks and him being knocked down, you know, him freaking leaving his strength and conditioning training, or well, his training period. Bullet. I'm telling you, Floyd was influenced in that shit. Yeah, Floyd was influenced. He swerved. He basically put a detour up there for Ryan to go in there and beat Rolly Romero. I don't care what Rolly says. Ryan will go in there and whoop your ass right now. He pick up that belt. No one would have stopped Ryan Garcia for going over there and fighting Devin for the unification. Devin picks up the WBC. I mean, you know, he's picked up the WBC and then he picks up the WBA. Now it's free flowing for Team Haney to pretty much go up there and potentially try to unify for undisputed if they choose to. That would have been two-division unification. I mean, two-division unified champion for Haney. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just think about this. At one point in time, right, they had Ryan Garcia in the Fab Five up there, the lightweight division. You feel me? They had Ryan Garcia. They had Ryan Garcia as one of the Fab Five in the lightweight division. They had him in the company of Gervonta Davis, Teofimo Lopez, Vasily Lomachenko. Bro, they had him in the Fab Five. They had Ryan Garcia in the Fab Five, y'all. That's unbelievable. They had Ryan Garcia in the company of Vasily Lomachenko, 3-division champion. Teofimo Lopez at the time, unified champion. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, WBC champion. But good old Ryan Garcia, he didn't have no belt, bro. He didn't have no freaking belt. And they just kept on talking about social media, social media, social media, social media, social media, social media. And that's all they kept talking about. Now this social media shit ain't adding up. And this is another good thing, right? Well, hopefully they leave alone. They talk about how Devin grew up with a silver spoon, gold spoon, whatever. And then, you know, Devin said on the podium, say, my dad haven't made all the right choices in life. Okay, we can recognize that as people because a lot of us haven't made the absolute the perfect line of choices in life. Every situation is much difficult than the other. It depends on the environment, right? In this particular case, you have Devin Haney, who seems to be pretty damn stable. People just hate on him because his dad was able to provide for him off the very same criticism that they saying that he was in the streets for. Something became of it, right? Then you have Ryan Garcia. He's up here trying to make us seem like we're peons. He say, you try being 25 years old with 100 million. My family, we didn't have nothing. We didn't have nothing. I'm pretty sure if you was 25 with 100 million, you'd be doing something way more than coke. And I'm saying to myself, that is the typical entitled narcissist who says religion is everything. But when you're feeling down and out, you don't never say, I'm calling upon the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? You have 100 million. He blessed your ass. He blessed you to be able to earn that money. He blessed you, bro. But you sitting up here trying to play us and act like it's so tough being 25 with 100 million. I guarantee you this, like I said before, donate to the community. Give away some of that money. I saw a video up there where he was out on the street or something talking to some guy. I don't know if he was homeless or whatever, talking about he's one of the richest guys in the world at one time. I don't know what it was, but I don't like that shit. If you're gonna take a camera around with you, go to the real ones that's out here. Go to the ones that actually look like they got a blade on them. Go to the ones that actually look like they got a paint in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? A paint of Mad Dog. Them motherfuckers stay drunk. They really are bums. Go to them and ask them about their life story. Go to some of them areas where they got them prostitutes and everything else around there. Them meth heads, crack heads. Go talk to them. Get close to them. And see how they treat your pretty ass. Go talk to them. I mean, come on, bro. You're trying to make us seem like we supposed to feel sorry for a pretty boy that God has blessed with 100 million? You want us to feel bad for you, bro. That's nigga, you trying to play us. You trying to get us to get emotionally involved in a situation that we can't even tie it down with you. We can't even connect, bro. That shit like dial up. You're trying to say, hey, just try being 25 years old, 100. What? 100 million? And you said, first of all, I'd like to thank my Lord and that's it. You don't know how good you have it? I never heard Devin Haney up here saying some shit like that. They'll give all praise to Allah. But I ain't never heard him say, well, you know, based off what my dad was in the streets doing, and yeah, I've been able to accomplish, you know, multi-division championships. This life just ain't it. It just ain't it. So much to deal with. I never heard him say that. If you know, me and my dad was talking the other day, and I say, Daddy, are you listening, Daddy? Why don't we just all give it up and go back to the way it used to be? When you was hustling in the streets, trying to earn a living so we can be where we at now, Daddy. Because the people don't respect me. They all think I'm a spoiled little kid. But let's just give it all away and go back to a goddamn Section 8 apartment. Come on, Daddy, you did it before. Let's throw everything away just to prove to them. And then it'll take us about 5 to 10 years to build it all back up. Just so we can say we got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Just so Devin can say, you know what? You see my documentary. I gave it all away. The luxury cars, the mansion, everything. I gave it all away. And documented, fight per fight, I earned it all back. And you know what the fans are gonna say? You one of the dumbest niggas I ever seen in my life. They ain't gonna never respect you, Devin. Don't explain to these people no more about what you have and how you got it. I repeat, don't explain to them about what you have and how you got it. It ain't none of their effing business. If somebody got more than me, man, kudos to you. The only time I got a problem is when you try to compare it to what I have, as if that's what separates us in life as character, for our character. That's when I got a problem. You know, when you try to basically separate status quo in life. That's all. But I want to salute the team, Haney, man. You did what you're supposed to do. You stood up to a bully, because that's what Floyd is, a bully. You know, and he's hindered a lot of fighters' careers, bro. I can take you back to Dylan Price. Shout out to the D-Boys. Shout out to the D-Boys. I remember when Dylan Price was fighting over there on Mayweather Promotions, and I did an interview with his pops. You know what I'm saying? And they politely said that he wasn't moving anywhere. He didn't have no... So they had to get up out of there. They had to get up out of there, bro. You know, this ain't the first time that fighters have had an issue with Floyd. It's just when you put out a sparring tape on the eve of a fight to sabotage a fight or whatever the case, to say, this is what my fighter was doing to Devin. I can understand why the Haneys would just unholster. You know what I'm saying? Because Bill, you know what I'm saying? Bill can be pretty reckless with his mouthpiece. That's just where he's from, and that's where he's used to. He's acclimated to be able to fire off like that. I don't knock him. That's his son at the end of the day. But I'm commending Devin Haney for speaking up on this and putting a tweet out and say, I held my tongue for years. And pretty much I ain't doing that shit no more. I held my tongue for years and it was out of respect. But now I'm seeing little things come out about the pimp shit. I believe Floyd did it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Devin's saying. And then the sparring footage, oh yeah, you did that. So Devin is pretty much calling a spade for what it is. This is the one moment where he's speaking up about something that they feel is his own independency. He spoke up on this shit. So I salute the young warrior for doing that. But at the end of the day, this is not a tough fight for Devin. You know what I'm saying? This is not a tough fight for Devin. I mean, I don't know how Ryan gonna wear shades after this fight. Because I see his ears getting boxed the fuck off and laying on the canvas, bro. And we don't need Mike Tyson for that shit. Because we know Mike Tyson, back in the day, he loved some ears. And Mike Tyson, you know, that's the same one who Ryan went over there and capped on that man to Javante. Before, you know, if you don't take this fight, your career will forever be tainted. And what he do? He went in there and took a knee with Tank. Now, he's coming up here. The press conference, the first press conference was stupid. It was weak. Boring as hell. And I was saying to myself, I don't know if this is real on the second press conference. Because the first press conference was so damn weak. But then all this damn information come out in the second one. I said, I don't know if this is scripted or not, because these guys, I believe they still pretty cool. You know, Devin and Ryan, I believe they still pretty cool. But both of them, at that time, I say, well, they need to work on their trash talking. I didn't believe that shit about the encounter. I didn't believe that. But this second presser, it got a whole lot more personal. Ryan Garcia's dad was talking about nappy head. Me, I guess it's certain things that I've experienced in the South as far as racism, that certain things don't come off to me as being overly, and then, you know, the blend in boxing with that shit too. But I'm just wondering, what does grooming standards, what does how someone maintenance themselves, groom themselves, have to do with the press conference? Yeah, I know how a lot of my people will say, oh, that was racist. And he was walking that line. But he also was Hispanic or whatever he is. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it that way. We give them a pass to say nigga, right? So you can't sit up here and just go over the top because he talked about nappy head. We all know that's the hairstyle. We all know in Africa, they wear their shit natural. They don't have no beautician. Well, depending on what part of Africa you in. Because you know, a lot of parts of Africa are changing too. But you have women over there with natural hair, short. What did nappy head have to do with the motherfucking press conference? You know what I'm saying? And look at this, people. Listen to me. Listen to me. Ryan Garcia has all this money. God blessed him with the looks. He has all these sponsorships. He comes in there dressed. Women freaking, he pulls up to the press conference on a horse, y'all. Let that sizzle right quick, just like Country Wayne. Let that sizzle on your spirit. This man pulls up on a horse. I don't know if it's Errol Spencer's horse or not. I don't know if he rode that bitch all the way from Texas over there to that freaking presser. I don't know. But he pulled up in a horse, right? He had women throwing rose petals and all that shit. And you're still unhappy. Devin pulls up like he's the first, you know, boxer ever to win the presidency in 2024 without even campaigning. They pull up in a whole fleet of cars, Maybachs, whatever you want to name. He gets out with a skeleton vest on, whatever it was, and he walks into the arena, and he's not worrying about anything except, okay, I know what my place of duty is. I'm going to hit to this presser. Ryan pulls up in a horse. Some pretty women throwing rose petals. He sit down, and the dude looked like he's the most unhappy person in the ring. So unhappy that his mom had to get involved in the presser, y'all. His mom had to speak up for little Ryan Garcia, who's 25 at the time with 100 million. He's so deprived. Nigga, no. How dare you? You can't sit up there and think we're going to feel some type of way. Devin over there, he got millions. He ain't over there bitching. Most people talk about what Bill did back in the day than what Devin's doing now. Because he's never been in that position where he seems like he's out of control. They say, alhamdulillah, if I'm saying it correctly. All praise to Allah. You know, they give praise, right? And they go about business. Ryan Garcia, I want to just... I want to bring all the positive energy in here. First off, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Through all things, trust in your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? F Devin Haney. And then I'm like, what? You on coke? Well, first of all, I'm not on coke. I do smoke and I drink. But I'm not on coke. I don't know where he got that from. I'm not on coke. But I do smoke and I drink. I'm not saying at this day and time that there aren't people who attend church who smoke and drink. It's what you're smoking. A lot of areas that was pretty much censored back in the day, they're not today. Like smoking weed was frowned upon. Oh God, your kid smoked weed? Yeah. I mean, the room is always smoked out. Sometimes I get a secondhand hit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, my head feels very, very good. I just sit back in the rocking chair and I rock and I look at my favorite shows. And I don't say anything to them. I don't smoke it. But that secondhand hit, oh my God, I feel great. But now, it's not frowned upon too much like it was back in the day. And also drinking, it's what you drink. People just hear, oh, it's drinking, it's drinking, it's drinking, right? It's drinking, it's drinking, it's drinking. But as a boxer, it looks very bad because you're supposed to be getting ready for a very tough fight against a tough opponent, Ryan. But yet you start off with, I like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And then it seems like you go visit the devil. Who really is? Are you just basically cascading this, Lord Jesus Christ thing? What does your God look like? Does he have horns? Does he look like a monster? When you close your eyes on that stage, did you see darkness or light? That's all I'm saying. Did you see darkness or light? Because it just seems like you walk right in through the front door of darkness and the devil was right there. I see you finally came through that door there, Ryan. It's nice to see you. Come on in. We're having a barbecue as we speak. What size do you want? I know you're used to that freaking lavish lifestyle up there. What size? Huh? We got all day. I mean, or should I say all night? Come on in. I mean, Ryan just seems so unhappy. Well, Devin's over there like he's coherent, competent. Millionaire pulling up like he's the black president of 2024 without no campaign. They coming up in a fleet of vehicles where Ryan Garcia pulls up in a horse. Women treating him like he was a king. He's still fucking unhappy. He's still unhappy. And I'm saying to myself, why call upon Jesus? Why call upon Jesus, bro? What is wrong with you? You're calling upon Jesus, but yet you're confused as for which you're supposed to go. Like, Jesus is not giving you any type of direction? That's what you're saying? Jesus is not pointing you in the right direction? My son, come towards the light. It seems like it's the devil, and he's got a flame. Yeah, over here. Yeah, there you go. Keep on walking. Come on. You're in the right place. You might want to take that suit jacket off. It's a little bit hot down here. Go ahead. Come on. Come on. Come towards the flame. It's moving left and right. Yeah. I swear to God, man, I can't make this shit up, bro. This dude said, try being 25 with 100 million. I felt that was one of the biggest slaps in the face. That's one of the most subliminal shit to say you're a narcissist, egotistical, driven, type of entitled, spoiled little brat. He's having problems, y'all. Like a lot of these rich kids do. He's having problems enjoying the blessings, the fruits of his labor that God has blessed him with. Ryan Garcia has a problem. He cannot handle 100 million at his age. Something will never be right. How these rich kids get all this money and they're so effing depressed. You feel me? 25 years old, 100 million. I'm pretty sure y'all be smoking something more than coke. I was like, what? What? No, man, we'll be out on the strip, man. We definitely gonna pick up one or two freaking vehicles that we enjoy, that we thought we'd never be able to afford, but we can now. We'll definitely take some vacation time. And if you're single like me, I'm definitely gonna have a room full of them. Yes. Yes. I will go to the local Atlanta or outside of it and have me some of the most premium strippers come to the crib. Oh, one of my cribs. Yeah. And it will be a hell of a night, but it won't be none of that misery that you like experiencing at Ryan Garcia. The misery that you say we supposed to relate to. Ryan want us to relate to the misery of 100 million at 25 years old. Nigga, we ain't thinking about smoke, goddamn snorting no cocaine, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, dog? We going shopping, man. We going shopping. We ain't trying to go skydiving. We ain't trying to go to the depths. You know what? I really want to go on this marine life voyage and take a 3-man pod submarine to depths uncharted. I want to see can we catch one of those great whites swimming across us. What is the percentage of this thing imploding if the pressure's too much? Oh, it's a big chance, but don't worry about it. You're in great hands. Today we report via Channel 5 News that pro boxer Ryan Garcia has since disappeared. He was on a submarine mission with a pilot and an assistant going to depths uncharted. It's feared that he may never make it back to the surface. We have debris. We have telltale signs that the submarine has all but imploded. This means sudden death. We just give our prayers to the Garcia family. We're not doing that rich shit. We're staying planted on the ground, Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? You up here talking about 25, 100 million. No, it ain't all about drugs. It's all about shopping, purchasing, and reservations. That's what it's all about. Now, if by chance Ryan has allegedly a coke problem that was identified by by Devin, you need to get that under control. And and just like Shaw News said, he talked about the freaking the drunken world class drunken warehouse or whatever he said, the drunken gym over there. That shit, that's funny as hell, because it just seems like everybody that was over there at one point in time ran into some issues with abuse of alcohol or a drug dependency or something like that. Not everybody. I haven't heard anything from Frank Martin yet, but I'm talking about big names. Allegedly, the Mel Charlos, the Errol Spence, Ryan Garcias. Not too much to Anthony Joshua, because he went over there, he saw it for himself, and he got the hell on. He said, I'm out. You got me for 2 fights, I'm out. Frank Martin, he just don't know what to do. But shout out to Devin, man. Much respect to you and your pops. But primarily you for speaking up on Twitter and X, rather, whatever. And letting it be known that you can talk that shit to Floyd and not bite your tongue. Because that's one thing I always known. I say, when are they going to speak up on the obvious? Of motherfuckers out here screwing over other fighters. But just because they haven't been screwed over, they haven't really took, initiative and say, I'm going to talk about this shit now. And they finally did. Devin finally did. He said, F you. I bit my tongue for years. You a hater. And then Burn the Boxer come on here and say, Mayweather, you a bitch. God damn. Oh my God, y'all. Ryan looked like Ryan looked like man, what? Looked like he was gonna cry. What? Come on, man. That shit was crazy. Ryan up there playing some shit on his phone. And then when he leaned over to talk to Diddy, I say, what the fuck are you doing? That is the wrong person for you to speak to in a time like this. That's the wrong person. You don't talk to no, you don't try to carry on a conversation with Diddy James when you confused. Now, you already in a state of confusion, right? Mass confusion. Because Devin's done call you out on having a cocaine habit. And you're going to turn and try to talk to someone who sounds like they've been on coke for the whole life? Huh? What you say? I ain't hear you. What you say? Say again. What was that last part? I caught the little. Say it one more time. Type it on your phone. I can't get the middle to the last part. Type it on your phone so I can see. You got Siri or something like that. Use Siri and just type it. Voice to text. Do voice to text. No, don't do voice to text. God damn it, because I can't understand what the fuck you talking about. Just type that shit. I mean, why would you even do some shit like that? What is Diddy James gonna say to you? He's gonna fuck you up even worse there, Ryan. Anyway, I'm not gonna get on Diddy James. I just felt that whole situation, I wanted to, give a salute to Haney for speaking up on Floyd. I do find that it is warranted to basically salute them for finally speaking up and knowing that Floyd's been selfish for a long time. And yeah, I felt some type of way on how they did the Russells, especially Gary Russell. And how that man was a WBC champion, only fight once a year and couldn't even fight no big fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. It got to a point where they were just waiting to scoop that title off of Gary. And then once he lost the title, they didn't do shit with it. Mark Masayo lost that motherfucker quick. He wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that good, bro. They're blackballing them Russells, man. People know the Russells getting blackballed, and it's almost like nothing they can do. That's why I have no sympathy for what's going on at the PBC. No sympathy. The way they ran that ship over there, no sympathy. And Kelly, you know what it is. Fuck you. And you better hope I never release that video of you acting like a complete unprofessional. Acting like you straight up got something else on your mind when it comes to, you know, how you feel about certain men. Not racist shit. That's another infatuation. Yeah, that force you into a situation of ass kissing. Not everybody has that type of tendency in them now. I wasn't born that way. I used to see Pops go at it with these racist rednecks down here in the South. You know what I'm saying? He somehow always used to be the passenger shotgun. And I said to myself, let me see, does Pops own a pistol? I haven't seen him with a pistol, but I know it's 3 of them motherfuckers out there. And I guess Pops looked at it like, well, son, you grew to 6'1" plus from 11 to 12 years old. They think you're an adult anyway. Now that I look at it, that's probably what he thought. But I used to see him do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to see him do that shit. I just never had the kiss ass tendencies. But the way they ran that ship over there, how they treated some of us, you know, especially how that bitch treated several people, how she communicated with them, how she tried to finesse someone out their spot, coming over there to Beverly Hills. Yeah, you know what the fuck you was doing. Going over there talking to people like they're little kids and making up shit. Always calling their name. Scotty, come here. You can't be doing this. You can't be on here. Yeah, it's nobody here. It doesn't matter. You can't be down here. You can't be. It's almost like she was talking to a person that wasn't even a citizen. It didn't matter if I was a vet or nothing. Fuck you. Y'all get what y'all get over there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck her. The first time I ever ran into that, I done told people several times before. She didn't know I was recording. And she was up in my face. Imagine this black man up in her face, talking to her the way she was talking to me. Imagine that. Oh, security would have been over there quick, y'all. Security would have been over there quick. Guns drawn. On your knees. I mean, did nothing. You're talking to a white woman like that. On your knees. We're not going to warn you again. We'll draw the taser. She was the instigator. Why are you all pointing at me? She was the instigator. We work for the promotion. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how's it over there for now? You know what I'm saying? What's your outlook? What's your forecast over there? Since people you know, we talking about Devin putting Floyd on blast. How's it over there now for you? You know what I'm saying? One of the worst people over there. And look, she was allowed to get away with that type of behavior because she's a prior Floyd Mayweather worker. That was his assistant. And somehow, some way, she felt that she should rule with that disrespect. But she didn't know her brother was recording. She didn't care. All up in my face. Talking disrespectful. Come on, man. Do you understand what was going on between you and I? Ooh, I could have changed your life, girl. I wouldn't suggest you do that to anybody else. Ask anybody who was there. She gave me extra attention. Extra attention. Weird, strange attention. So now what's going on with you over there at PBC? What you gonna do now? I hope you crumble. I hope you crumble, for real. I hope you straight up crumble. You're unprofessional as hell, and you sit up there and try to wait till you get around to certain media and act like somebody's doing something to you. Ugh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm laughing like Steve Harvey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then acting like I'm vomiting at the same time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, come on. Anyway, y'all, I spent enough time. You know what I'm saying? I spent enough time. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everyone that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. The hottest chat in the MFing game. Not talking about the strays, but shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. And I got 15 likes for a long time now. And it's close to 40 in the building, 50, 60, however. And I only got 15 likes. That's not even half of 40. That's how y'all do it, brother. Until next time, man, y'all hold it down, continue to support. And y'all let me know. Keep me updated on the buoyancy over there. Because March, we're in March right now. And we're still trying to see if Keith Thurman and Tim Zoo is actually going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to see. But y'all hold it down. I'm out. Peace.